Lawn bowls. Wish I found it earlier. What a game.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Pine Rivers Bowls Club, where we have the 8th round of the Schools Cup. Absolutely been a fantastic competition so far. It's been played in great spirit, the Secondary Schools Cup, and it's been the competitiveness of the players have been absolutely fantastic, but the camaraderie is exceptional. And in co-commentary with me again is Mr. Michael Sorensen, one of the hard-working RBMs up here in Queensland. It's great to have you on board, Michael.
Just as ugly, but different person, yes.
Where did he go? He said to me he's coming on board. It's you. Robbie's standing between you and me, so I can't see you.
He's trying to play bowls with young Matty, who just turned 8 today.
Is that right, Dave? So it's Dave Barnes here. Dave, of course, does the Central Queensland run, so a good starter here too with both these teams.
Yes.
We've got the Australian Trade College up against Grace Lutheran College. So once again, a great cross-section of the regional Queensland, mate.
Indeed. Have a look at the size of these boys.
Mate, I wouldn't want to feed them for a week, mate. I think a day would be long enough for me, by the looks of it. So just trying to see where the Trade College is actually, where it's actually stationed at.
I'll come back to you in a minute, Brian.
Google's a wonderful thing, isn't it, Dave?
Yes.
I see a couple of good bowls there. Tell you what, not far away with this.
Just down the road, it's in Scarborough, Brian.
In Scarborough, so it's not far away at all, is it?
No.
Yes, no, Robbie said it was close by, just wasn't too sure. So we've got Avian, Berryman and Cameron McDonald playing for the Australian Trade College. An unusual name for a school, though, isn't it? Australian Trade College, so it's great to see they're pumping out tradesmen, I'd say, by the looks of things.
I believe the college does part schooling, and then you go out and learn a trade a couple of days a week, Brian.
Well, so that's a pretty good idea, really, isn't it? It's it actually gets you out there used to working, so I think it's a pretty reasonable.
I'm glad I'm not slapping one of those hands.
You got that right, mate. Now the Grace Lutheran College. Find out where the destination for that is too. Look at the different size between the two skips, between Cameron and Audrey, because we've had Audrey and Mahli on once before. So we've got Cameron on the mat playing his forehand. It's not going to be too far away. Working into the head very nicely at the moment. It's a good bowl here from Cameron. Yeah. G'day, Michael. How you going, mate? Good to have you on board. Michael Brindle.
Grace's at Lutheran's just down the road as well, Brian. They've got two campuses, one at Rothwell and one at Caboolture.
So there you go. These are just about housemates.
Almost catch the bus here.
Catch the bus here, mate. Home game.
Yes.
So we see Audrey, just a beautiful weighted bowl there too, Dave. Just had to cut a grass line down slightly.
Just finding their length here on the first end.
Yep. So Audrey on the mat at the moment, sticking her forehand. Could be a little bit wide with this one again too. Her first bowl had beautiful weight. But I'll tell you what, this one's got good weight too. So just looking to correct her grass line with her next one.
There's some sportsmanship.
Yeah, absolutely, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's just fantastic to see, isn't it? I was watching before when Cameron played that really good first up bowl, and just seeing Mahli clapping that bowl, Dave, which just, as I said, the sportsmanship's brilliant. Hey, Cliff, you're back again, mate. You've enjoyed this, haven't you? It's been good to watch. Now, Cameron changed his hand here. He, tell you what, he's not going to be too far away. What another great bowl. Just running through this.
Audrey's got one bowl to go. Let's see what adjustment can be done here.
Yes. It looks like she's only the one down by the looks of it, Dave. So she just comes around this one. She's got every opportunity of sitting this bowl. Mahli's egging it on. Look at this. Trying so hard to encourage that bowl to come in. But what a great bowl there by Audrey too. So it's definitely locked in a great second shot. Just the one down. A very animated Mahli there, encouraging that bowl to just bend a little bit more. Yes, you're dead right, mate. Yeah, we'll be live streaming the Nugget, Michael. So, mate, should be a great weekend. I congratulate Tweed Heads and Wayne Turley for the incredible field he's put together, not only for the juniors but the seniors also. It's who's who are line bowls on next week, so should be one big week. Hey, thanks for those kind words, Cliff. It's great to have the Dave and Michael alongside me, mate. It's been fantastic promoting this great game of ours and also promoting junior sport.
Jack went a little bit far there.
Yes.
Avian doesn't know his own strength.
You got that right. Mate, they can't say they've had a big lunch because lunch is after this. Is after this game, Robbie, or after the last game? After the last game. Round 9.
There's a bit of tactics there, Brian. Mahli brought the mat up.
Yeah, that is good tactics, mate.
And bowled a lot shorter end.
Yep. And that, again, is what we've been talking about, is the way these kids aren't just throwing the mat down and rolling the kitty. They're thinking about the game, Dave. You know what I mean? They're actually putting a lot of thought into varying the length and that, so their opposition don't get settled on a length. Hollywood's brought his blanket with him. No.
Can you tell?
One out, one in.
Yes.
They're good kids, mate. They really are great kids.
I tell you what, Avian has made great adjustment from them going from those long ends.
Yeah, and look at this. They both have them. They have to, though. But
yes.
Bit unlucky there with that one. Even if he stayed on that line, it would have blocked that view for Mahli, who's, she puts everything into her bowls, this lass. She's so animated. Oh, thank you very much for that, Delane.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. It's Cam is leading and Avian is skipping. Okay, appreciate that. We only write down what we're told, so appreciate that immensely. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Good morning,
so this is Cam that just put down a bowl then.
Yes. And what
nice
a great bowl it is, too. Look at that. And as you said, after the shortening of the length, too, that's brilliant adjustment, isn't it? Absolutely. Just shows you the skill of these young players.
Patricia Steen sent through 200 stars, Robbie.
Thank you very much, Patricia.
Thanks, Patricia.
Do appreciate that. The names have been changed to protect the innocent too, mate.
Yes.
So we know who we're talking about now. Now, 9 times out of 10, when someone tells us that and we get their names right, their bowls improve out of sight. Look at that. Toucher. Too easy. Thank you very much. Really do appreciate it.
Ann Faulkner saying good morning to Brian, Robbie and the crew.
Hey, g'day, Ann. Good to have you on board. You had some cracking games here, Ian, the last 2 days. Your Schools Cup, it's a wonderful event put on by Bowls Australia and Bowls Queensland in conjunction with each other, and it's first class. David Baker, 50 stars. Thanks, mate. Good on you, Bakes. How are you, mate? So, we've got this new player on the mat at the moment, Avian. Tell you what, he's not far away neither. Look at this. Just going to run out of legs, but tell you, a beautiful line on that there, David. Now, I think Audrey would be better off playing a forehand here. There's a nice little shot on there for her with... I
think she's heard you, Brian.
Mahli's 2 bowls sitting there. G'day, Christian. Tell you what, how's her weight, mate? She's got the line. Oh,
wow.
Beautiful weighted bowl.
Very nice indeed.
Christian's from the Burnett Bowls Club. Up in your region there, mate?
That's right.
Yeah, it sounds like we're at Chermside. Ambulances. Record number of ambulances went past that place last week, mate, I'm telling you. So we've got Avian on the mat at the moment. Again, his weight is going to be pretty reasonable. G'day, Joshua. How are you, mate? Good to have everybody on board. So,
is this going to come in?
Tell you what, it depends upon her weight.
Just a little bit too far.
That hand's really starting to take a little bit more grass now, isn't it? Because I think you'll find the sun's off it and the atmosphere's just it's not real cold now, but it's definitely taking a little bit more grass than it was this morning. Now, this here could be dangerous.
What's it going to happen here? Oh.
That's unlucky.
Very unlucky.
Yeah, unlucky there, Avian. Just got the edge of that.
Just shows you the competitiveness, doesn't it?
Oh, mate, yeah, they're
going for the third shot rather than just putting it away.
Well, a lot of the blokes then would have, probably been happy to put that in their pocket, wouldn't they? You know what I mean? But not these kids. They see a shot, they play for it. That's another good bowl there too. I'm just wondering if that's in the count. So, taking 2 out.
Here's a measure.
They won't give anything away. Hey, Dave.
No way.
They won't give anything away, mate. They're pretty much into it.
I've seen more measures in 2 days than I've seen in a season of pennants.
Is that right, mate? Tell you what, that is closest. Just touching. Go back to the red one again.
The teamwork, look at it.
It is. It's fantastic, isn't it? They're so, as I said previously, David, they're so competitive, but the sportsmanship's first class. Yeah, that's 3.
Two up.
Oh, that's right too. Yeah, it is 2. That's,
2 to Grace. Lutheran.
Yeah, 2. Yes, that's dead right. I was thinking that other bowl was Grace Lutheran's bowl. But hello, we've got a yellow bowl coming across onto our rink. See young Matthew out there before having a roll up, Dave, the young 7-year-old that turns 8 today. And he's been rolling up just about the whole time he's been here. His brother's been playing in this event.
He can't wait till he's 12
so
to be able to play in this tournament.
He's a colossal young fella.
Mahli's not happy with the length of the jack. She wanted it to go a bit further.
Well, there's one way to sort that out, and I think that Mahli will. If you do that, you drop one right on it. Even starts keeping your skip a little bit happy in that when you start doing that, David. And again, she's got a beautiful delivery, Mahli. She really has.
Very simple, isn't it?
Yes.
Very smooth.
What a starter here too, just quietly. That's a lovely start there. And again too, it's a bit of the tactics that the boys had. They wanted a longer end too, and the girls shortened it. And the boys really honed in on this length, didn't they?
They have.
So Cameron on the mat at the moment. Tell you what, just his grass line here slightly, but pretty good weighted bowl there. So it's advantage at the moment to Mahli.
Are you telling me, Brian, that young Matthew, who turned 8 today, was given a hat by John from Henselite yesterday?
Johnny Newell, the state manager for Henselite, mate, gave him a hat, and I was talking to Matthew's mum this morning, and she assured me that he slept in it last night.
I wasn't even allowed to touch it this morning.
He's priceless, that young man, mate. I tell you, he's a true character, and he's just absolutely has not taken it off. Apparently, his mother was telling me, and he slept in it last night. So, just goes to show you that how John touched an 8-year-old, and he said he will never forget that day he was given that hat, because he just loves it. So Mahli, with his last bowl, be a little bit quicker this time. It's gone to a pretty good home there. You got that right, Joshua. Unfortunately, mate, the mothers and the fathers have to cough up with $1, mate. So we might pass on that one with these kids. Okay, Cam again. Just cutting across the line. Another good weighted bowl by Cameron. Cameron McDonald from the Australian Trade College.
I'm surprised we can fit him in the camera. He's such a big boy.
He's a big boy. Nice kids though, aren't they?
Oh, lovely.
Absolutely top kids, and thoroughly enjoyed this event. I said they come in all shapes and sizes here, mate, don't they?
They do indeed.
Just absolutely marvellous to see the competitiveness of them. And this young lass here too, we live streamed them yesterday afternoon, and she had an outstanding game also too. So you can see the teachers and the coaches, the amount of work that they've put into these kids to get them to this level. It's absolutely fantastic to see, David.
Oh, the standard of bowls has been fantastic.
Absolutely. So Avian on the mat at the moment, going to play his backhand. You see the people up there on the balcony. There's a good crowd in to watch these young kids. It's great to see. A little bit wide with this one. Not bad weight for what he's after, though. And the encouragement from Mahli to Audrey, which is good to see. He watches corrected pretty well here.
Good teamwork in that bowl.
Yeah, there was a lot of teamwork in that one, mate, wasn't there?
Wasn't it?
Really, really good to see that they're encouraging each other and helping each other out. So,
I didn't realise how far the mat was up, Brian.
It's up a fair way. It is quite a short length, which I think the boys have found it very hard to adjust to, even though it's that great try there from Avian just running through the head. But no, he didn't sit that bowl. I thought he may have sit that bowl and just taken one out of it. But I think they'd be holding, I'd say, probably at least 3 shots at the moment.
I think you're right.
I tell you what, though, once again, Audrey's got this on a very, very good line. It's another great bowl.
Well done.
Yeah, she's got a bit of a smile on her face, mate. Mahli, of course, very animated the way she can't stand still at the head. She's always walking around. So
confident young lady.
Well, she's very sensible too. She's gone straight to the sun down there, David. It was a little bit warmer there, mate.
She hasn't got as much cushioning as I have, Brian.
Okay, we see Avian. I tell you what, he's got a perfect line.
This is looking all right.
What a correction.
This is looking good.
That's a great bowl.
Bad luck, but he's cut it back. Oh, has he?
Yeah, I think he has. Like, I mean, that's a great bowl. It's
cut it back to 2.
Just the 2. He's done. No, that's a good bowl by the young bloke. As I said, they're both pretty big boys.
Where are the girls going to put the mat?
Well, they've had success at this shortest length, haven't they? Which I think's... and again, as I keep harping on about, it's really showing their maturity. They're not just throwing the mat down and rolling the kitty. They're actually thinking about what they're doing. And they've had success at this, so why change it? They've won the last two ends. And there, once again, too, you saw the boys win that end. And Cameron threw the jack in the ditch. And the girls have capitalised the last few ends. And how many times do you see that in the game? Quite, even at the top level, you see that.
They certainly did pounce, Brian. They didn't muck around.
You got that right, mate.
They knew exactly what they were going to do.
Yep. They're great kids, they really are. Just realised she was in front of the camera, so she jumped to one side. And again, that's a lovely start there by Mahli. Just beautiful grass line, just looking for a bit more weight correction with her next bowl.
It's funny how that mat positioning can just change the whole thought process of some bowlers, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's ever so true, Dave. So Cameron McDonald on the mat. He's got to be just around. He's just around it. Yeah, it's a great first up bowl.
Oh, well done.
Yep. Okay, so we've got Mahli now. It looks as though she's going to change her hand. Going to drop onto the forehand there. She's got a nice little draw shot down there if she could execute her skills. And I tell you what, look at this. What a great replay.
Well, look at that bowl. I could only dream of playing a shot like that.
you see, Cameron just said, "Oh my God!" That's a great bowl, wasn't it? Eh? G'day, Jonty. How are you this morning, mate? How's Weeper this morning? Relation. Okay, good on you, Johnny. Thanks for letting us know. I tell you what, there too. Once again, like. Cameron's got a very good weighted bowl there. Just had to cut his grass line down. What does she do after that one, mate? it's a great... She's going back to the backhand.
Going to the backhand.
Just to show, well, I'll draw one this hand now, too, just to show you.
The way their minds can adjust.
Yes. I think she just may have dropped her weight off. Got a little bit excited after that last bowl. She's done her job, and that's what it's all about. She's done her job.
And hands Cammy's bowl.
And I'll tell you what, mate, there's been a few wrong biases flying from the rink next door. It's the first time I've seen that, really. It's been pretty spot on the whole 2 days. But I wonder if someone's put some stickers on for someone. I've seen
the wrong way round.
Wrong way round, mate. Yes.
Bit of sabotage, you think, Brian?
Yes, I've seen that previously, David. I can assure you of that. Cameron, great try there, just running through the head. But he had a beautiful grass line on what he was after. The two skips. See the two girls. It's a bit of high-fiving going between the boys, but the girls having a bit of a conversation.
Boys being boys, not a lot of words spoken.
No, not really well. It's just a high five, mate. There's a replay of that bowl. Look at that. That's brilliant.
Oh, wow.
What a bowl. And here's the latest ladder.
So the results after round 7, Cody and Madeline from James Nash State High School are still leading the way on 14 points. Reed and Stella from Roma State High School are coming second on 12. Cody and Maddie have a 15-shot margin advantage over Reed and Stella, so it's pretty close. The Keepies are coming third with Nerang High School, only 1 point behind Roma.
That's colossal, isn't it? That really is a tight field, isn't it?
Very close, and it just shows the importance of that last game between Roma and Biuar. Biuar are coming fourth on 8 points.
Look at this for a bowl.
Wow.
What a bowl. Got that as clean as a whistle. Avian. Absolutely beautiful bowl. But it shows you how tight the ladder is, isn't it? It's just absolutely fantastic.
I'd high-five myself if I did a shot like that, Brian. Fair dinkum.
Mate, I must admit, yes.
I can't believe it.
But the heads are changing all the time. The quality of the play has been outstanding.
I'd almost retire.
So we see Audrey on the mat playing her backhand. Just got to reach this head. She's got a beautiful grass line. Just looking for a little bit more weight with her next one. Mate, that's there's only a few shots separating the top 4, really, isn't it? When you look at it, though.
Very much so.
Okay. Got Avian on the next bowl. Did the damage with his first bowl. It was a beautiful bowl. He's going to sneak around this one. I'll tell you what, he's played this very well.
What a nice shot.
Came back.
Looks like they've got about 3 at the moment, Brian.
Got 3. Very close, but I must admit, though, Madeline and Cody, though, haven't had a loss. So, but it's only a few shots in the top 4. Okay, Audrey, she's got to be just around this one. Oh, unlucky. She just caught the edge of it.
Has she got another bowl? No, she doesn't.
No, she's out of ammo. But Avian's got another bowl here. Going to stick to his forehand. I guess that last bowl would have just put a bit of doubt in his mind. So it's always good to play what you're comfortable with and what you see. You just be a little bit quick with this one, I think. It's still a handy pickup for the Australian Trade College. 3 shots. Handy pickup there, mate. G'day, Clark, watching in New Zealand. Good to have you on board, mate. So they've... it's really anyone's game, isn't it? But Cody and Madeline, as I said, have had... they haven't had a loss yet. And the others are neck and neck all the way through to 14th place, really. There's really not much in it. So shows you the closeness of this format.
Very much so. The ladder's certainly moving around with after each game.
Yes.
It's so tight.
Well, Sophie Keepy, I was watching some of her game when you and Michael were on last time, and gee, she was playing some great bowls, you know, and her cousin, Nate, absolutely, for a bloke that's just really taken up the game. You can tell he's got the Keepy blood running through those veins, mate, because a very talented young player.
Michael was talking about the bloodlines that go into the Keepy bowling fraternity, and it certainly...
It's royalty.
It certainly is.
There's royalty there. So, Harry, watching from Burt. Good on you, Harry. Good to have you on board, mate. Okay, we've got Mahli on the mat at the moment, sticking to her forehand. Playing away from the club rooms here at Pine Rivers. Magnificent complex. Have here 2 beautiful undercover greens and a wonderful facility.
Nice weight. Beautiful
weight on that one, mate. Absolutely. Well, this is probably the wider hand of the 2 with the wind coming across the green in this direction. So. Okay. Cameron. She hasn't used them yet, Michael. Hasn't used them yet, mate. She's stuck to her old bowls for this. She's here to win a few games, mate. She's done very, very well. Done very well, mate. As all of the competitors have. Okay, Mahli with her last bowl.
No, I think she's got one left.
One left, sorry, a second bowl, I should say.
I only know that because I had to look, Brian.
Yeah, mate.
Let's see what adjustment Cam can do. It looks a bit shallow.
Yeah, just his grass line there, I think, needs a little bit more weight too. This is what happens when they're varying the length up, aren't they? Which is good tactics, as we were saying before, David. You know what I mean? Very good tactics. Thank you for those very kind words, Robert. I'm glad you're enjoying the telecast, mate. That wind's starting to get a little bit stronger now too, mate, isn't it?
It is. Taronga in New Zealand.
Taronga, yes, watching from Taronga.
Wow.
One of Robbie's mates. He comes from over there.
Be nice and cool.
Girls having a bit of a chinwag. talking tactics.
Yeah. You know, the difference between boys and girls.
Yes, yes.
Girls have a chat about, the boys just high five and away they go.
Keep walking. See ya. Yep. Oh, thank you very much, Brett, for those very kind words, Brett Kavanagh. I tell you what, he's not far away with this one too. He's just going to sneak under. That's a great try there by Avian. Thought he may have got the kitty there.
I thought it was close, Brian. I thought he was going to follow it.
Yeah, no, that's very close. Very good try there, mate. Okay. Audrey, she's got the line, but she just hasn't got the weight. Yeah, she probably actually had the weight, not the line. I was close. Wasn't far off. Thought I'd nailed that.
50-50.
50-50. There's only two things I got them both wrong. Didn't even get one out of two there, mate. Again, a good try there by Avian. I just love the enthusiasm from Mahli. She just can't stand still. She's fidgeting the whole time, isn't she? G'day, John. How are you, mate? Okay, Audrey. Bowl starts working into the head now. She's going to get a little inside edge off this bowl. Not quite. Very well.
Avian's got a bit of work to do here. I said before, Brian, it's amazing how wide this streaming goes around the world, isn't it?
It is too, mate, yeah.
I mean, John's
from Thailand. And he's just telling us there on the stream that his kids are coming in early because they know he's got it on his computer. And they love the bowl. So, no, I really appreciate those kind words by those fine early. Yeah, that's what he said. It's amazing. He's never seen kids go to school early. What a great bowl there from Audrey. I tell you what, they've got probably 4 shots here, I reckon. 4 shots. That's a handy pickup, mate.
That's very handy at this stage of the game.
Yep, 5 of the 9 ends. So...
This has got good finish written all over it.
It has, hasn't it? It definitely has. It definitely has.
Once again, the mat
goes up.
Power play, Robbie. Power play by Grace Lutheran College.
Okay.
We get to see the power. We get to see Robbie's power play on the screen. Here it is. Thanks, Robbie. Power play. Well done on Audrey for thinking about the power play.
Yes, very well done. Very well done.
Strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah.
Anne's having a good laugh.
Yep. I tell you what a beautiful first up bowl. Look at this for a bowl. And it's power play too. Yeah. What a lovely first up bowl. So, okay, we've got Cameron on the mat at the moment. Cameron McDonald from the Australian Trade College. It's a good first up bowl. Just looking for a little bit more weight. His grass line he's got on absolutely spot on. So Mahli with her next bowl. She's got to be just under this one here of Cameron's. And you know what? She is.
Wow.
That's a beautiful weighted bowl there once again. That's 2 beautiful weighted bowls there by Mahli. And I said this is the beauty of the being able to roll the kitty. If you can feel it leave your hand, normally your weight is not too bad as a rule, is it? You know what I mean?
Yes, very much so. Faye Clark saying, go the girl power.
Faye, how are you, Faye? Great to have you on board, Faye. It's a great game, though, Faye, aren't they? These kids are so talented. Look at this correction.
This has got the legs.
Look at this correction. Oh, he just pulled up again. He had a beautiful line on that.
Didn't
and he changed his hand there. So he's gone from his backhand with his first bowl to his forehand with his second bowl. So, again, just showing you, and now Mahli's changing her hand. So it's just showing us how versatile they are.
Mahli's not happy with that one.
No, she's turned her back on that one. But she's done the damage with her first two bowls.
Cam's got one to go.
Yep. It looks like he might be going back to his backhand, mate.
That's a good call, Brian.
He's got a nice line on this too.
If it's got the weight.
Oh, it's just pulling up. Gee whiz, he had the ideal line on that one there. It's needed a little bit more weight. Got to remember, this is a power play by the Race Lutheran College. Both of them pretty much local from here, as David was saying before, so both of them within this region.
Yes. This is very good tactics by the girls after picking up 4 on the last end, calling a power play.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? In other words, they're saying to the boys, we're confident.
Catch me if you can.
Catch me if you can, ever so true. And I'll tell you what, is she going to sit this? Not quite. Is it going to stay up? No, it just fell. Yeah, you're dead right, Faye. It's 100% correct, those comments. It's definitely our future, isn't it? So we see Avian on the mat at the moment playing his backhand. Again, the young man's got a great line on this one here. He's definitely going to ease the pain for his side. That's a great bowl.
Very, very good bowl.
He's locked in a very good second shot there with the opportunity of just cutting his grass line down with his next bowl and maybe getting shot so the girls don't get that those double points with the power play.
Yes, the ever-important double points. Be interesting to see when the boys call their power play.
Yes, yes. It's like a few of the other teams when the boys have been playing, they bit like when we go shopping, mate, we forgot to use the flybys. They seem to forget sometimes to call the power play, mate.
Yes.
There's been many a shop attendant saved my life by reminding me about those flybys at times. So we see Hayward, I tell you what, he's got another good line. Just going to lock in another good second shot here, by the looks of it. Pretty close to another second. He's got a good couple of good bowls in the head there, so he's
he's got one to come after this, after Audrey as well.
Now Audrey, that wind's really picked up at the moment there, Doe.
Yes, certainly pushed it out, didn't it?
Yes.
You can see by our tablecloth how the wind's picked up.
Picked up, you can. See those flags, the Bowls Queensland flags at the back.
Yes.
Now, if he's got the weight, he's got a good bowl here. He's just got to get some clear air, which he's got the clear air. Any movement on there, this blue bowl could go out there.
I like it.
What a great bowl.
What a bowl.
That's a great bowl there by...
no pressure.
No pressure at all, mate, you know. Because that one would have been 2 with the power play.
Yes.
So that is a huge save.
3-shot turnaround.
3-shot turnaround, mate. So very well played.
And he just turned around and walked back.
Ah, cool.
No big deal.
No big deal. How easy is this?
Yeah.
what are you old guys bitching about all the time? Hey? Absolutely priceless, mate. So, once again, I said it's a very handy...
the mat goes back.
Yes, and I think the boys will probably go...
8-5 after 6 ends.
Yes. Still anyone's game, isn't it? Eh? It's here to be won with the boys to play their power play at this stage. So they've gone pretty much not complete full length, but a good 3/4 length here, Dave.
Very much so. Cam more or less just dropped that, and look how far it went.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's... So we got Cameron McDonald from the Australian Trade College. I think he just cut his grass line with this one here slightly. Yeah, he just cut it, just ran out of bounds. Sure, he'll correct with his next bowl. Mahli, who's played very well here this morning too. She had a good game in the game we telecast yesterday too, David. She played some very good bowls.
She's a real thinker by the looks of Mahli.
Yeah, she is, isn't she? And you can tell that she's been very well coached, because exactly what you just said. She's a very, very good thinker. As I said, doesn't just throw the mat down and roll the kitty. Just thinks about everything and talks to her skip.
Yes.
So we see Cameron McDonald change his hands here under his forehand. Yes, good grass line. Just looking for about another 6 foot of weight. That's all. It could be a bit in Mahli's eye, this one. But wait and see. Plenty of room to come round it, must admit that. Is this definitely the wider hand of the two with this bruise? Coming down to her weight now, and not looking too bad. Maybe just put a little bit too much on it.
For those of you who have just joined us, if you see the camera go a little bit fuzzy, that's just the auto-correct on the camera trying to adjust to the light.
Yes, going back into the sunshine down that end, which the players, if you notice, have all got the mat, or the kiddies have been rolled to the, just so they can stand in the sun.
To the sunlight, yes.
Get a bit of sun on their backs. Oh, Cameron just got to keep running. Yeah, it's a good bowl. He's got shot out of that. Oh, pretty close to it, I'd say. She may have to change her hand here, though, now, Mahli, because it could be in a... Oh, yep.
Audrey's given her the option by the looks.
Yep, I think she's going to change hands by the looks of it. So, yeah, you can see it's definitely one shot there to Cameron. Tell you what, she's got a good line on this. Has she sent it?
I think that's shot.
That is shot. Yeah, that's a great correction there by Mahli. Jaffrey. Mahli Jaffrey from the Grace Lutheran College. The girls love it, you make. Boys just walked past. What's for lunch?
Yeah.
Don't know.
Hey.
Hey. We'll have something.
Yeah. Hey.
Priceless. Love their work. And look at that there too. And that's, there's Avian just picked up Audrey's bowl for her, mate. That's just sheer sportsmanship.
We've got a lot to learn from these kids, really.
Couldn't agree more. They're not only are they great sports people, mate, their behaviour is absolutely first class. You can tell they've had
their sportsmanship.
Their sportsmanship is sensational. We see a great bowl.
There you go.
Great bowl there also too. Well, I think also too, it's not only the teachers and the parents, it's also their coaches have taught them etiquette, which is very good to see. Now you can see there early on in the piece that Mahli was encouraging that bowl to keep running, and that's going to be very much a nuisance bowl for these players now to try and combat. I wouldn't be surprised if Avian changes his hand, because he has got that blue and white bowl, which is on the run coming in. I think that red bowl pretty much in his eye.
Yeah, I think it blocks out that hand, don't you think?
Yeah, I think it's blocked the hand for sure. Now, he doesn't want the blue bowl, but anything on this blue and white one is very beneficial.
Well,
Oh, he just missed it. Gee whiz, what a great try, though.
should give him some confidence with his next bowl, though, Brian,
Well,
to know he can get round there.
Yeah, that's true too, that, David. And this is the thing now with that first bowl of Audrey's there. She's got to be very close to this blue one. As you see, Mahli egging it on. I love her enthusiasm, mate. Just love her enthusiasm.
I could almost feel the breeze she was waving at that hard, that cloth. If it's not cold enough.
Yes, ever so true. So again, I wouldn't change much if I was Avian. Okay, got a good line on this one here for what he's after.
The deft touch of these big frame boys is impressive.
Yeah, look at this for a bowl,
Look at that. Case in point.
That's a top correction there, mate. Played that beautifully. Be 2 down there by the looks of that.
Yes. Mahli certainly is involved in the game, whether she's rolling a bowl or at the other end, which is great for the team.
Well, look at this. What a bowl. that is a pressure bowl.
Hollywood's watching on from the side, and he reckons that's shot, Brian.
Well, it would be shot in my opinion, yes.
Here we go, that teamwork again in doing the measure.
Yeah. I don't know, just looking at it from there, that may not be. So we can get a good close-up here of the measure. And, of course, the way the kids help each other out, it's absolutely fantastic, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Look at the quality of the camera work, Brian, though.
Yeah, but that's...
We're right there.
That's only because you, Robbie, you and Michael and myself have got Robbie under adult supervision, mate. It's the only reason. One shot to the girls. He goes all right for an old bloke, mate. Don't worry about Robbie. Even though he does look like the Michelin man here today. Not that many coats and jackets and jumpers and everything on. Mr. Brett Wilkie is in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Brett Wilkie.
There are people bowing around the stadium at the moment, Brian, as he entered.
What happened, mate? Did someone drop a $20 bill? Someone drop a 20.
The whiz man.
The whiz is here, mate. Yes. Look at Mahli. You get this on, mate. She's jumping up and down, Dave. She delivered the kidney. She kept jumping up and down.
She's an energetic young lady, isn't she?
Definitely is, my friend. She definitely is. It's great to see.
Taking a couple of deep breaths.
Absolutely enjoying this game, though, isn't she? She's really enjoying it.
She just settled herself down there, Brian, which is great to see.
And again, the thinking she's put into the role of the kiddie, keeping it reasonably short. And you can see the boys have just sitting back, pretty well laid back there, mate.
I don't think their pulse rate's got above 60 since they've played, Brian, these boys.
You wouldn't want to play cards against them. You wouldn't have a clue what they're playing.
They could have 5 of a kind and still wouldn't smile.
Still wouldn't know. It's great to see, mate. Look at this for a bowl. What a great bowl from Cameron.
And look at that.
Beautiful bowl.
Look at Audrey cheering it on.
It's first class, mate.
Hollywood reckons his hand's that big he only holds the bowl with 3 fingers, Brian.
Yeah, right too. On you, Cliff. I'll tell you what. Mahli's not far away from this. Look at this for a reply.
Nice bowl.
That's a great bowl. Really starting to build the head here, aren't they? Just nicely. Just nicely. So Cameron with his next one. Might be just going to sneak around the back with this one, by the looks of it. It's a very handy bowl here. He's done his damage. He's got the shot. Okay.
These games are that enjoyable. I can't believe we're on the 8th end already.
Yeah, this is the thing. It just seems to go so quickly because they are. There's been quality bowls played throughout all the games, really, Dave. And the games do go very, very quickly, don't they? Now, is Hollywood going to do a quick interview with our exchange student? It's going to be fantastic. So
after this game?
To this game. So. I'll just let Brett know. You keep talking, mate.
Yep. Okay, so at the moment it looks like Australian Trade College have the shot. The girls are having a good chat about tactics. The boys have actually stopped to have a chat and haven't just normally done their normal hey as they walk past each other. So we're getting down to the pointy end of this game. A lot depends on what happens on this end.
Yeah, no, it's going to be interesting to see. So a bit of well, not so much pressure, but should be interesting. Audrey played some great bowls so far here.
The boys haven't called their power play yet, either have they?
No, I've been thinking about that one too, mate.
So it might be a last end power play.
Could be too.
Which will make it very interesting.
So, Avian. Tell you what, he's played this pretty well.
Just
too.
been told Avian's father's a member here at the Pine Rivers Bowls Club.
Oh, okay.
Which is great to see.
Yes. No, that's for sure. Okay, it's a bit wide with that one. One shot's not too bad. A little bit of a trail on there for Audrey, though, Dave. If she could pick that kitty up. Oh, he just touched that. Well, that in actual fact come to a very good home because that's just cut that off what I was just talking about.
It has too.
Is that trail? Because that's again, I think Audrey could be just a bit wide.
A little bit wide with Avian with his last bowl.
Yep.
This will be interesting.
Definitely holding the one. Tell you what, he's not badly pointed. He doesn't want to slice it. No, great bowls.
Oh, what's happened there? What has happened there?
Oh.
I think the girls have got two.
That's unlucky there. Absolutely unlucky. He played
bad luck.
Well, they're chasing shots.
Yes.
And this is what happens when you're chasing shots.
Yeah. Now the boy's going to call a power play.
Not too sure.
It's their choice.
Yeah, I know it's their choice. No. They're having a power play, I think they said.
Yep.
Is that what they said? Oh, they've used it. They had it last end.
Did they?
Yes.
Robbie's going to be devastated.
He didn't push the button.
He didn't get to hit his power play button.
So this is what happens when he's not under adult supervision at all times. He does this type of stuff.
I think at the time he might have been being distracted by the state CEO and state president.
Nice bowl. So we're 11-5. The boys need a full card here to draw it.
Full card and a lovely start there already by Mahli. I must admit, though, it has been a very entertaining game, hasn't it? I mean, both teams have played some great bowls.
Very much so. And if you think that last end, if that last bowl hadn't have done what it had done, it would have been 9-6.
Oh, 100% correct, mate. 100% correct. Anyone's going.
9-7.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's another great bowl here from Mahli.
Look at Mahli. Wow.
Gee whiz. Finishing off the game absolutely superbly. Good grass line on this one here, Cameron. Cameron McDonald from the Australian Trade College. They're playing against the Grace Lutheran College.
Here's Mahli's last bowl for the game. She's played very well.
She really has. She's let up absolutely beautifully. Nothing away from Cameron. He's played some great bowls too.
I like the look of this.
Yeah, she's pretty close to this, mate. Oh, well, she's got snuck in behind the head, which is
not a bad spot.
Nothing wrong with that, mate. So Cameron.
Look at the emotion shown on Cam's face.
Yep.
Straight as a die.
Yep. Trying to sit that bowl. Geez, he gave that every opportunity.
Didn't he what?
Every opportunity. Look at those boys. They've still got a smile on their dial, though. They certainly have, mate. They're enjoying this. Good to see. Okay. Yep. So we've got Audrey on the mat at the moment. She's going to stick to her forehand by the looks of it. Doesn't have to do much here, really, David. She's just got to add to it, which she has done. What a great bowl.
Nice bowl.
Played that beautifully. Okay, Avian on the mat at the moment. Bit of pressure. A few down. Is he going to sit this bowl? He's not going to be too far away. If he gets it clean. Oh. Lucky he just got the edge of it. Very, very unlucky there.
4 down, but it's very open on the forehand, isn't it?
Yes, it is too. And I think we're just going to run through their head here. Just that covering bowl there, which is again, yeah, good bowl.
If you remember a couple of ends ago, Avian came home with his last bowl to claim the shot.
Played this well, mate. Look at this for a bowl.
There you go. From 4 down to 1 up.
That's a 5-shot turnaround, mate. That's a great bowl. Played that beautifully. Mahli egging this. What a great try.
Oh, yeah.
Surprised to bring it to you, Cliff. You can watch it later on, mate. It'll be a crack of a game too. I tell you what, he's not going to be far away with this one too. No, I'm just going to run out of legs. Bit short, but as we said, a great win there to the girls from Grace Lutheran College over the Australian Trade College. Local derby here, really, both North Brisbane-based sides.
Have we only got one game to go, Brian?
One game, mate.
Wow.
One game, and we've got the Cunnamulla High School against Kirwin High School. Kirwin up in the up in your territory, mate. No, it's
a bit further up.
It's not. It's into Townsville area, mate. It's into Townsville.
Thanks, Mahli. Well done, Mahli.
Well played, Mahli. Well done, boys. Cam, well done, mate. Great game. And young Audrey, she played some exceptional bowls too. And look, there's the teacher from Australian trade college there carrying Audrey's bowls down. Like, that's just shows you the camaraderie between everybody here, doesn't it? Now, we're going to have a bit of an interview, and Dave and I are going to vacate the chairs, and we've got an exchange student here from France, and Michael Sorensen's going to have a bit of an interview with him. So I'm just going to vacate the chair, and Paul's coming over soon.
I'm really looking forward to the story, Brian. It'll be interesting. Okay, we're just going to do a bit of handover, so there'll be a bit of free air for a sec. Hey, Paul. How are you, mate? Come and have a seat.
Welcome to the Telecaster, Paul. You're a French exchange student over, and you've arrived here about 7 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's it.
And you're heading home again shortly.
Yeah, Saturday night.
Yeah. And you're 15 years of age.
Yeah.
And I hear you're a national volleyball player.
Yeah.
So, how's your experience with lawn bowls been?
I like this sport. It's like a French sport, la pétanque.
Yep.
It's yeah. I like this sport because it's a sport of precision, and it's not just throw heavy balls, or it's just precision. So I like it.
So, have you played la pétanque at home?
Yeah, I
You
play.
played it? Yeah.
I play in holidays to la pétanque.
Cool.
Yeah.
So it's and how long have you been playing volleyball for the national side?
4 years, something
4
like
years?
this. Yeah.
It's amazing. And had Mum and Dad got a chance to watch any of the live streaming? I know there's a big time difference.
Yeah. They watch replay, so that's
Awesome. That must be exciting for Mum and Dad.
Yeah.
Show it around the family. And
Coucou.
and I hear you don't like the way we say croissant.
Croissant,
Croissant.
not croissants.
And your favourite food's hot chip sandwiches. Mate. I've dug up a bit of dirt on you pretty quickly, haven't I?
Yeah.
So when do you head home?
Saturday, and I have my fly, and after when I come back at home, I have some day of holidays, and I restart school, much French school.
And you've got to know Zach and his family since you've been over here. Is Zach's mum a good cook?
Yeah.
You guys good?
Mm-hmm.
And Zach, you play volleyball as Zach plays volleyball as well, and that's how you
No,
get connection?
I play with his little brother Stubbs.
Okay. So what do you think about Australia? You enjoyed it?
I love Australia.
You love Australia?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I will come back, that's sure. But the school, the food, everything is different, but I like it.
Like it?
Yeah.
A little bit more relaxed?
Yeah, more relaxed, yeah.
So the structure in school in France, it's how does it differ?
It's more hard and stressful because we work every time. We don't practice. For example, in my school, I have food and metal work, and in France, it's just normal subject like math, English, Spanish, science, French.
So
we don't practice. Yeah.
No practical work whatsoever.
Yeah.
Ah. And the weather over and home at the moment, it's what time of the year is it at home? Is it summer, winter?
It's the end of summer.
So what's the temperature difference like between there?
Yeah.
A bit?
Yeah, it's more. I'm not cold.
Have you been down to the beach? Got a chance to go to the beaches?
Yeah, in Cunnamulla.
Cool. So what type of stories are you going to take back to your schoolmates and your classmates? How are you going to explain this to them?
It's a funny game.
Oh, well, it's great to have you over here, and I'm glad you've got the chance to play our great game of lawn bowls.
Yeah.
And it's an experience you'll be able to look back on for many, many years. And the live streaming replays, you can pull that out on your 30th and 40th and 50th birthdays and show it off to your kids and say, this is what I did when I was in Australia.
Yeah.
Well, mate, thanks for jumping on and having a chat with us. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your time and the rest of the chat. Actually, you guys are sitting pretty close. So a couple of results go the right way.
Yeah.
You might even get a medal on your way out. How good is that?
Thank you.
Good on you guys. Well done. Congratulations and good luck for your future.
Thank you.
No worries. That was Paul. I'll let you pronounce your name properly because I won't get it right.
Say your name on the microphone. Say your whole name on the mic.
My name is Paul Grenier.
Don't you love that French accent? I wouldn't have even had a chance of pronouncing that correctly. So, well done, mate, and look forward to your last game, and good luck to both of you, and hope the results go your way and maybe walk away with a medal. But best of all, thanks for coming and enjoying our game.
Thank you.
And good on you, Zach, for bringing him in. He had 2 days' notice, I hear.
Yeah.
So he's been here 7 weeks, and we copped a lot of rain, so you haven't had a long time to get a lot of practice in, but you've done well, mate. Congratulations, and I'm glad you've enjoyed your time here in Australia.
Thank you.
Good on you, pal. Well, boys will get ready because they've only got a couple of more minutes before they have their final game. And now if you could take my ugly mug off the screen. Thanks, mate. And
everybody kept on getting the bloody live camera 3 while I was bloody doing it. They were just standing around in front of it.
now that's a great story for the Secondary Seals Cup here in Queensland. We've had a young man travel halfway across the world just to play in our championship. So that was very good, and he's represented himself and his school extremely well. Before the start of that last game, they were sitting in 4th spot, just outside of the medals. We'll get the other boys back to jump in the commentary shortly, and this next game will start very shortly. And we've got Cunnamulla State High School versus Kirwin State High School. So we're going from one extreme of the state to the other, and we're going to have Brian step back into his seat. No, we're not. He's wimped out again. Welcome back, Dave.
Thanks, Michael. How was the chat?
Oh, it was really good. He didn't have a lot of words, but I mean, he's really enjoyed his experience out here in Australia. He says that school over here is a lot better than in France. We do a little bit of practical subjects, whereas in France it's all academic. There's no tech whatsoever, no woodwork or metalwork over there. It's
really?
It's just straight math, geography, science. And he paid a lot of respect to his exchange family, so he's very, very happy with the time he's had over here, and he said he'll definitely be back.
When does he go home?
Saturday.
Wow.
So got his 7 weeks ago and he's off.
What a final week to have.
No wonder he loves school here in Australia. But we're coming up for the final round. It'll be interesting to see the updated score sheet for the last round and see what results happened. I know that Atherton were giving Gympie a bit of a run there for a while. I'm not sure how it ended up.
It ended up closer than expected.
But I'm guessing James Nash got over the line.
They did indeed. But the Atherton team
Performed extremely
played
well.
very, very well.
While I was walking around before I got back onto commentary, I noticed little Sis was plonking him on the jack. Had Cody running at a few heads. But not far away from the start of our last game. I'm just looking at before that last round, the guys there from like Paul and his partner Zach were just outside the medals. So a couple of results go their way. He could end up going back to France with a bronze medal from the championships.
Which is no mean feat.
Especially when you only arrived in the country 7 weeks ago. 2 days after you arrive, you get told that you're going to be playing in a state championship of lawn bowls. But he has played a bit of pétanque back home, so he had a bit of an idea, and he
hasn't played any bocce?
No, he just mentioned pétanque.
Okay.
And he said he liked the game because it's so precise and you've got to have control, and it's really good. Any croissant? He didn't like the way croissant was pronounced in Australia. Croissant. It's croissant. And his favourite food is chip sandwiches.
Does he put tomato sauce on them?
Oh, he'd have to, wouldn't he?
And plenty of butter?
Must.
They call them chip buddies over in England.
Yes, I do.
That was part of my favourite cuisine when I was in England, was the old chip buddy.
I just wanted something warm when I was in England.
I'm tight, so they were good value meals.
And they
Vince
do.
is saying g'day to us from Austral Eagles Bowling Club in Sydney,
Oh, there you go.
with a great last name, Calabrese.
I see Johnny Deegan's back on there. Early morning in Thailand.
Yeah.
And they're watching, they're getting into class early so they can watch the live stream. That's fantastic.
Kelly Magson was happy with Mahli.
Oh, it was a great game, that last game. The two girls went extremely well. How was the height difference between the two teams? The two big boys, Men Mountain, and the two little girls?
Well, when we talk about big boys, he's just blocked out the camera. Jacob?
He's about 4 foot across the shoulders.
I'm not going to argue with him, though. 16.
16.
Yeah. Wait till he grows up.
Yeah, nah.
198 centimetres, that boy. Which
Unbelievable.
my calculation's about 6'7".
He's all of it too.
Lovely boy.
Oh, very, very well mannered. Great sense of humour. As Thomas gets the first bowl down in the last match of the
His mum's lucky to come up to his elbow.
yes. Oh, that's a fairly good start there from Thomas.
Nice start. Cunnamulla boys have made a bit of a comeback yesterday afternoon and today.
Making their way back up the leaderboard.
They are making their way back up. This is... Have we had the Kirwin boys on the TV rink before, Robbie?
This is their first go.
First game. Last game of the tournament, and they're on the TV rink.
Good time to come on after you've got a bit of practice and got rid of all the nerves.
Another nice bowl.
That's a very good start.
Gee whiz, Thomas.
Left-hander.
Good on you, Lachlan. Molly Duker. Here we go, Michael. Pat Becker's saying something to you.
Oh, hello, Pat. Yes, I'll be actually back up at Taunton next week. Good to hear from you, Pat.
Luke Wilson saying good afternoon, Hollywood, and co-host watching from beautiful Nauru.
Nauru?
Fiji.
Not a bad place to be.
Bulla.
Bit of the local carver.
Alan Wharton saying, let's go Jacob and Tommy.
Granddad's back on the feed. And now are three very, very good bowls from Thomas.
They were.
Seems to have shaken off his first day nerves. Three really good bowls.
I would be happy with them.
Me three.
Indeed.
You've got 6'7" and 5'2".
The Cunnamulla boys proudly showing their state junior championship shirts from earlier on in the year, Michael.
Yes.
We've got them coming up in January, haven't we, in Bundaberg?
Bundaberg are looking forward to hosting that. Oh, Jacob nicely down underneath that. There's another counter.
Look at that.
Just a little bit of pressure here on Jack now. But he's got a lovely delivery, Jack. Not too much phases him.
No, he's got a pretty cool, calm demeanour, doesn't he, Jack?
Does. Very confident young man. Look at this drawn around there. Just just a little bit over, so I reckon that's cut it, maybe 2 of them out. Jacob's pointed well again. Is he going to just drop underneath again? He has. And off that one.
I thought that was going to be a bit of a pinball machine there.
And he's got. I still think it snuck in for third shot, maybe. Jack's quickly on the mat and got it down. I tell you what, if he's got the speed,
just going to pull up.
What's the big guy going to do now? Is he going to change his hands or is he going to stay there?
Going to go the forehand.
He's going to stick to his forehand. He's played 2 there. He just asked Thomas whether he should go round it or under it. Mate. Well, it's not going to hurt. 3 down. Thought that third one was in, yep. Jack's got this away fairly well. How much speed has he got?
I don't mind the look of this.
This is coming in very well.
I don't mind the look of this at all.
Oh, squeezes through for sure. Oh, a little wry little
just
smile.
Just opened the door.
Wry little smile on Jack's face there, going, yep, got away with that one.
He just does it every day. Hey?
Shell and peas.
Yeah. Just opened the door, bowl went through, closed up again.
I bet you he wasn't real quick to look around and see the look on Jacob's face.
No. And look at the tactics here. The mats come right up.
Yes, it's a tactic they've been using all carnival. Oh, I don't know if that Jack's going to get there. Well, I think there might be an umpire's call here.
Don't think it's long enough.
No, they're going to play it. He'd be right on the line, I'm imagining. Well and truly. Robbie says well and truly long enough. Oh, I'd like to put a meat pie on that one. There's a very good start from
the lefty.
From the lefty Lachlan. Colloquially, khaki hander here in Australia.
Molly Duca.
This isn't too far away either, Thomas. Gonna sneak past him. Looks a little bit like Eddie the Eagle there, standing on the mat.
You know, the one good thing about bowls as well is it's made for both hands. You can play left-handed or right-handed. Unlike writing on a blackboard, us poor left-handers, we rub out what we write as we go across the board. The world is really made for right-handers, and, you know, this game, we're talking about all-inclusive, it takes left and right-handers.
It's amazing. I play naturally right-handed, but when I play golf or cricket, I'm left-handed, so it's really quite different. Great effort there too by Thomas.
That was a good try.
I think Lockie's still got him. He's just left the weight off that one, but again, a good line. Thomas is going to change hands. Might have got caught a little bit wide there, I think. As the temperature's going through the roof here at 22.8, so much more comfortable now.
The umpire just said that Jack's about 3 metres from the tee.
Robbie, you got no idea. You stick to your guns there, Robbie.
Thank you.
Very good line there from Jack, just a tad heavy. Mind you, I think it wouldn't take a lot to be heavy on a length this end. See if we can make a correction here. That's slight overcorrection. Funniest thing is, mate, if we gave them another 9 games, they'd want to keep playing.
They would indeed. They're just warming up.
It's a good effort.
Michael Crawshaw says, go Kirwin.
Last bowl of Jacobs is very interesting when it comes to how this end's going to play out. He could nearly just reach out and put it down there, couldn't he? Oh, this is very close. That's a very good bowl.
He just said to his partner, I just got to beat that black bowl, haven't I? And his partner said yes, and look what he did.
Just did it.
Hey? Put it on a stamp.
Yeah, that's 1 down, so that's 1 all after the 2 ends.
Wow. It'll be interesting when we get the results from the last round to see how close these 2 schools are.
I'm looking forward to seeing where they are, and I'd like to see 3rd and 4th as well for that bronze medal. But all the kids have been an absolute pleasure to work with. There's been no drama with the kids. They've just been so well behaved. The sportsmanship between all of them has been absolutely fantastic. Oh, there's a very interesting last round match. I think you got first playing 3rd.
Have we? Gympie against Narang.
On the very next rink.
From what I can see, Gympie's up 5-0 after 2 ends.
That's a good start for them. Thomas has got a good one down. It's very handy.
The concentration Lachlan puts in. Hey?
Very keen, aren't they, these young'uns? A little bit of support there from Guz.
Pop Wharton was happy with Jakey's bowl.
I bet he was. It's getting closer and closer, every revolution. Might have got a bit of
Bit heavy.
bit of extra oomph on that one. It's gonna slip across, get her a little rub, little inside edge.
Oh, look at that. Hey?
No. Luck only starts when you start reaching the head, mate.
That's it. Who do you think's got shot there, Michael?
Oh, I'm going to go with that last bowl. Till Robbie gives us a different angle, and we'll see how far past the jack that speckled bowl is. Oh, it's pretty close.
Peter Mulroney says, go Jack and Lockie, watching from Townsville. Bet you it's a bit warmer up there. Nice bowl, Jacob.
Making it look easy, these boys. I like the emblem on Jake's bowls. I might have to get a bit of a close-up of him. I think it's got a blue face with his tongue hanging out. It's giving this every chance.
Yes.
It's just going to duck away. There you go, Robbie. Gives you the perfect chance to get a close-up of his emblem.
This could do something if it's got the legs.
It's going to duck underneath again, I think. Can you get a close-up of it? There he is. Look at that. What an emblem. I reckon that's about as cheeky as he is too. It's an absolute ripper. We agreed on one.
Well done on that close-up, Robbie.
Genius work, mate.
Very good camera work. Ask and you shall receive.
Tries to please.
Well done, Robbie. 2-1 to Cunnamulla.
All his speed here. Should start turning in now. Here it comes. What a great start. Well done, Thomas.
We talk about people having to travel home and the Atherton crowd having to fly to Cairns and then drive to, a couple of hours to Atherton. Cunnamulla gang have got 800 kilometre drive.
Yeah, not for me.
Talk about loving the sport.
Oh yeah, and the commitment from the parents to drive them down.
Oh,
Mum's sitting up there with the other two little ones as well.
Yeah, Jacob's brother Matthew turned 8 today.
Gave him a nice little happy birthday song before we started this morning, and he's been madly rolling up on the green behind us all day. Very keen, young Matt.
He's like the ever-ready drummer.
Bunny.
He just doesn't stop.
He's still going. And I think he's looking forward to when he gets to high school and he can have a crack at it as well.
He has the potential to play 6 years of it.
Yeah, especially now with high school starting in grade 7 here in Queensland.
He loves his bowls that much, he might repeat a couple of years just to get a couple more in.
Oh, we do have age restrictions.
Fake a birth certificate.
Well, I spent 5 years in grade 1. Oh, that just missed.
I'm leaving that alone. Due to my own safety. Looking cool, Jacob.
Strut it out there, mate. He is one big unit.
Got a sense of humour, though.
Yes, he does. You'd feel pretty secure being a little brother around a big brother like that, wouldn't you? No wonder his little Matt's so cheeky. Oh, here we come, the results.
Ooh.
Drum roll, please.
So, coming into the last round, James Nash, Maddie and Cody are still undefeated. They're on 16 points with a margin of 96. They're playing against... and then next comes Reed and Stella from Roma. They're on 14 points, so only 2 points behind and 15 behind in the margin. And then, as Michael said earlier, Narang, the Keepies, are coming third, and they're on 13 points. So it's first against third. And Highfields, gee whiz, Highfields has jumped up there. Corey and Logan are coming fourth, tied with Kirwin. So Kirwin have got a bit riding on this game as well, with a very close differential of only 4 points.
Very interesting there when you look at that.
Yeah.
Because the gap between third and fourth is 4 points, so the top three are pretty much concrete. It just depends what order they're going to finish in.
Yes.
So,
and then we also have 5 teams on 6 points, so there could be some teams that shoot up the ladder.
it's a really good score sheet, that.
Mount Larkham had a good win in the last game too.
Everyone's having wins, which is great.
Here's another measure.
And it's good to see them measuring, not just guessing.
Do you recommend that, Hollywood?
Yes. Guy jump around their head looking a lot, and my skip just yells out to me, just measure it, Hollywood.
That's 2 shots to Kirwin.
Brings the score to 2-3. Straight back to their normal tactic of bring the mat up, throw the jack to the 2 metre mark. And he was very, very good there. He kept it in the shadow so we can actually see the jack. That was very thoughtful of him, Robbie. Come out of the hand well. Getting down to the jack nicely. Fairly good starter. Getting plenty of support from the parents behind. Great to see. The support from the parents has been absolutely brilliant throughout the 2 days. They've hardly left the balcony to do anything but just watch their kids, which has been awesome. I think he's might have made a nice correction here.
If it gets round that bowl.
Oh, even gets in the middle of it. It's all very
there you
good.
go. Look at that.
You can't get knocked up if you're not short. But when you do it to your own bowl. It's just going to run out of puff here, I think. Didn't leave it in a really nice spot for themselves either.
Lachlan had to change hands there.
So he's usually right here.
Everyone's a comedian, eh?
Not as bad as me, though.
Let's see what Thomas can do here. Oh, he's given it a bit more weight.
Yeah, I think that one's up on the bank now. A little shake of his head going, yep, I know. Looking forward to the weekend, mate?
Yeah, we've still got a day to go. We've still got Fantastic Friday.
And fantastic it will be. I think a lot of these kids might be having a pupil-free day tomorrow.
Look at this.
What a good
Ooh.
effort. Quite a few of these kids have got a fair amount of travel home. I was speaking with the Atherton family last night, and Mum and Dad, I think, are pretty keen to let them have a day off tomorrow.
Oh, they'll certainly sleep well tonight, all these guys, once they get home. Their minds would have just been going at 100 miles an hour for the last couple of days.
I'll be madly writing a couple of stories about the championships so we can get him into the Queensland Bowler and circulate through Bowls Australia's communications as well. There's been some great stories come out of this weekend, or week. But, big chance of Cody Jarrett going back-to-back with two different partners.
Yes.
We've got the cousins medaling as well. And then the team from Roma, all the way. A chance of still getting over the line if something goes astray with Cody.
Oh, nice bowl.
That's very good bowling. Very good weight control. A bit of pressure here on young Jacob. And down she comes. I tell you what, he's got on a good line.
He's gone for the draw.
Gonna have to get down quick.
Can't get in.
Oh, that was a good effort.
I'd say that's about 4 there.
I'm not sure how far that back bowl's run through. If I was going to hazard a guess, I'd be with you, Dave.
That's 3.
And 4 it is.
They're going for
Oh,
5.
have a look at the 5th one as well. It's actually looking pretty close to 5, too. Ooh, might be the 5th one.
4.
Only the 4.
Seven 2 to Kirwin after 5 ends. The jack didn't go far enough, I don't believe. So it's Cunnamulla's mat. And back it goes. Take it back. Jacob wants it all the way back.
He wants it right back to the tee.
Jacob wants to bowl in the sun and warm up. I don't blame him.
Oh, it's 23 degrees now.
Balmy.
Beautiful. Gary's cheering on the Kirwin crew. Gary Phillips.
And Mindy's cheering on the Russell boys from Cunnamulla. This is a long end. Talk about tactics, eh?
A few tic-tacs thrown out there. Well, I think it's going to. This one's going to pull up a bit short. Well, Joe got a lot further than it looked like. Has he got too wide?
Just doesn't seem to be coming in.
We might be a bit quick. Stay up and there's going to be shot. Yeah.
The ball looked at Jacob and said, "You're telling me to stop, I'm stopping."
Giving this a bit of correction or not? No. Chance to get another one in there, Thomas. Was he given that enough? Yeah, it looks good to there. Oh, good
Just
bowl here,
look
Thomas.
at this, hey? Have a go at this.
Very good bowl.
Nice bowl.
He just overcooked that. It's a problem with putting two short ones down and then you go to try and correct and you overcorrect. Can Thomas make it 3? He's gonna
I think
pull
he
up.
took a bit of the foot off the pedal there.
Yeah, still counts, but it's a little way short.
Two nice bowls though to start with.
Oh, and big correction like that when you've gone from minimum length ends to tee to the maximum length end. It's measuring out how far short he was. Can't be too disheartened, young man. You've played very well. So just fallen into the ditch there. This big fella shouldn't have too much trouble getting up. And he's going to struggle. Sneaking on it. Not quite. Oh, it's a fair correction. Still might be 2. Jacobs got it away. I think he's still going to struggle
Bit
for
soft.
weight. Yep, struggling for weight again. Great line again, though.
Yeah, excellent line.
Jack's chance. Corrects by 2 metres, he's all over it. So a little cheeky face goes by. Oh, he hasn't overcooked it, has he? Could be good enough for second shot. No, he's going to draw the shot, is he? It's hard to say from here. Robbie might have to give us a little camera angle change there.
Don't think it's going to make it up there again.
No, Jacobs let that one go a bit. No, didn't quite make
Wow,
it.
Cunnamulla got that shot.
So that makes it 3 shots to 7 in favour of the Kirwin High School. Oh, and they've changed tactics again. They've brought them out to the front of the bowls. And it's a power play.
Who's called the power play?
Kirwin's called the power
wow.
play. Well, they got last bowl. It's not a bad tactic.
Just like to thank our sponsors once again, J. Carroll Club Promotions. Be bowled over with Australia's best diaries. Experienced team authorised ordering system and customised to your requirements. Over 50 years of trusted service and experience. For more info, you can also visit www.jcarrollclubpromotions.com.au or call their toll-free number on 1300 886 707. And Bowls Queensland is proudly supported and sponsored by the Queensland Government, Mullins by More Than Law, BCIB Insurance Brokers, ACET Sport and Innovation with Energy. We'd like to thank our sponsors for their wonderful support for this tournament. Thomas has given that some.
Give that a little push. It gets the jack. Ooh. It's a little bit excited on that one.
This is a big couple of days for these young people, isn't it? Hey?
Let alone us old people.
9 games in a couple of days, a day and a half.
It's 9 hours of bowls. 9 hours of concentration. All those lunges. Oh, we might have just overcorrected this a little bit.
Is it going to wick off?
Not quite. Not pointed. Is he going to quite run it out? The arms are waving in the air. Pretty much a measure for shots, so it's up to the skips. Jacob first to go.
Which side would you go, Hollywood, on this end?
Oh, it's pretty open either hand, really. Whatever hand you're comfortable with now. If you're confident in your forehand, you play forehand. If you're confident on your backhand, you play backhand.
Justin Cribby says, go Jack.
I think
Faye Clark's going for the Cunnamulla boys.
Justin's the brother of the inaugural winner, Ben.
Is he?
And Sis. Dawn.
Wow.
Won the inaugural Secondary Schools Cup way back in 2005.
Oh. Look at Lachlan. Hey? Their enthusiasm is infectious.
Oh, it is. You got to smile. You got to love it.
Brian Roper, keep going. Jack and Co. watching from Northam, WA.
Well, there's not going to be the Railway Championships this year.
How much experience of these what we call non-bowlers or non-affiliated bowlers have learnt in the last couple of days?
Oh, be immeasurable. It's incredible that they would have come away and what they've learnt and what they've seen how other players play, but the thing they're going to take away from it is all the memories.
Yeah.
Who they've met, let alone the sport, but out of I think the most I'll take away from it is the memories. I can just remember back to when I was at school. Just remember back that far. I loved going away and meeting all the new people and making new friends. And it's a lot of those friends I'm still friends with today.
The pictures would have been in black and white on the screen though back then, wouldn't it?
Mate, there were no pictures back then. No.
Okay.
It was still on film. All right, we couldn't afford a projector. Very long measure.
Where we going, boys? Over to this one. Great camera work by Robbie.
Oh, he's all over it. 3.
2.
2.
2 to Kirwin.
And that was their power play. So that's 2 turns into 4.
Wow.
Big end.
I wonder when the Cunnamulla boys are going to call theirs.
I'd be thinking now's a good time.
We've only got 2 ends to go.
Did you see how excited Robbie got that when you said they've only got 2 ends to go? You've done a great job, Robbie. And again, thank you to your Gold Coast-Tweed media team. Absolutely awesome effort.
We were here early this morning, Hollywood. We were here about 25 to 7. Robbie looked like he'd done an hour and a half's work already this morning. He's here when we get here and he's still here when we go home.
The first thing I noticed was our illustrious co-host, Brian, sitting there sunning himself. Poor little Robbie's running around like a chook without a head, and Brian's just sunning himself. The big bear sitting out in the sun. We can say what we want, he can't hear us.
Here he comes.
Oh, he must have heard us talking about him. Yeah, mate, you'll be missed this year, Brian, at Carnival.
Not going to take long.
Oh, yeah, it will. It'll take 14 minutes.
Sit down there, mate.
Oh, Brian's going to come in and do an interview. Mates, I'll step out of the chair and...
Brian's going to talk to a very special guest.
Very special guest. And good luck with that, boys. Thank you very much for listening.
And a very good thank you to Michael and Dave for the commentary in this game. And I'm going to bring in a pretty special guest here. Little mate of mine, he's been rolling up here for the last few days and his brother's playing in this game. And they tell me it's your 8th birthday today, Matthew Russell.
Yes.
It is, mate. What did you get for your birthday, buddy?
I got some cake.
Yep.
and some soap.
Yep. And you got a bowls bag and a bowls hat, and
Yep.
you've been rolling up out there for the last 2 days. And mate, I tell you what, you've game's improving out of sight, my young man.
Yeah.
And you're looking forward to the state titles?
Yes.
You are. What are you going to play in this year? You going to play the singles, or are you going to play the pairs with your brother, or what are you going to do?
Actually, I might play with pairs with my cousin and
Yep.
and play singles with Jacob and that
Yep.
and Tom.
Good on you, mate. So the titles this year are in Bundaberg, so you're looking forward to that, Matthew?
Yes.
You are, aren't you, eh? So that's really good. Mate, just been an absolute pleasure watching you roll up here the last couple of days, and I see you've got yourself a good set of bowls, and I see your mum bought you a new bowls bag, and John Newell from Henselite gave you a nice bowls cap, so you're really set up now, aren't you?
Yes.
And I think this year too, after seeing you last year at North Toowoomba, I think your shirt, you just about tripped over your shirt 3 times, just twice the size of you, Matthew.
Yes.
And your brother out there, Jacob's playing this game here, he just... playing good bowls, isn't he?
Yes.
He is, mate. Hey, listen, been a pleasure having you on board. You keep enjoying yourself. Keep practicing, and I think one day you're going to be an absolute champion, okay?
Yep.
Well done, Matthew, and you enjoy your 8th birthday, buddy. All
Thank
the
you.
best, mate.
Thank you.
Great young bloke, young Matthew Russell from Cunnamulla. Beautiful part of the world there. It's just wonderful to catch up with him on his birthday here today. He's been rolling up the last 2 days and been absolutely fantastic. Oh, mate, how priceless is he, mate? He really is an absolute true champion, isn't he?
I haven't seen him with a smile off his face since he got here.
I just had to do that, mate. Just had to do it.
And you know where he's gone now?
Straight to the bowling green. He's
Straight back to the bowling green.
Rolling up again.
Hasn't missed a beat. Didn't go over and say, "Hey, Mum, I've just been interviewed."
No. He's just absolutely brilliant, mate. Straight over to the bowling green. So Jacob on the mat at the moment. He's another fine young man too, young Jacob.
Pop's saying, "Go, Matty."
Hey, good on you, Pop. I tell you what, Jacob's not far away from
nice
this.
Bowl.
What a great
What a
bowl.
good bowl.
Brilliant bowl, Jacob.
Well done.
Played that beautifully. So this is the last end. Mate, what a great couple of days we've had here, Dave.
Oh. Jacob's asking him. No?
Absolutely fantastic couple of days, mate. Bowls have been absolutely exceptional, haven't they?
Yes, it's certainly been great to watch.
Yep.
The enthusiasm, the fun they've had, just has been a sheer pleasure. And a credit to everyone involved, and a wonderful initiative by Bowls Queensland.
It is, mate. It's a joint effort. You guys do a superb job. It's a joint effort between Bowls Australia and Bowls Queensland, mate. And it's just been an absolute delight to see these kids absolutely enjoy themselves, mate. And I've never seen kids with such a smile on their face. You know, mate. It's just everywhere you see is happy people competing. And the thing about it, I've been speaking to a lot of the teachers and a lot of the players too, David, as you have been also too. And the thing about it is that the ones that really haven't been playing much in the bowls are now hooked. They're all hooked, mate. They just enjoyed this so much, and this is what it's all about. All good. It's great to have everybody on board. Hey, Mindy says, yeah, the Cunnamulla boys. Good on you, Mindy.
Brian watching from up at Cunnamulla Cove.
Cunnamulla Cove, yes. Your territory
there,
mate.
Could be worse places to be.
That's for sure.
Yeah, Cunnamulla Cove's only about 35 minutes from my place.
Not close, mate. Nice and close.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. I think the parents are going to go home as tired as the kids and the managers, because
I'm pretty sure of that. Yes, Alan, this big thank you to Bowls Queensland for the live streaming. We do it for Bowls Queensland, the Gold Coast-Tweed District Media Team, and anybody who've been asked a few times, what's our next venture? Well, tomorrow we're off again. we're off to Tweed Heads for 6 days, and Saturday and Sunday the Junior Nugget. That's juniors from all the way around Australia, all under 18.
Wow.
Playing in the Junior Nugget, and it's a hotly contested tournament, and I tell you what, the who's who of lawn bowls has actually won the event too. And then, of course, from Monday to next Thursday, we have the Golden Nugget. So, going to be a big week of live streaming.
And it doesn't stop there, does it, Brian? The weekend after is another tournament. And
there's the Division 1 pennant finals from the Gold Coast. That was Saturday and Sunday. And then on the Monday, the five-a-side. So we've got a big couple of weeks of live streaming coming up for everybody.
Haven't they promoted that five-a-side well?
They have done, mate. It's going to be one heck of a week of bowls. There's some great teams, and should be a fantastic event, mate. And now here we have the last end of this wonderful event. It's been an absolute pleasure to be here and witness these future champions, and that's exactly what they are, future champions of participating in this, and I'm sure they'll be back bigger and better next year too. We see Jacob got a reasonable line, just going to cut across the head. Had a pretty good weight on there for what he's after, just to sit that shot bowl. He sits that back bowl and just flops. He's definitely got shot. So Jack Hayward from the Kirwin.
Putting one behind.
Yeah, putting one in behind, mate. He knows Jacob's going to knock this short. So.
And it's Cunnamulla power play as well.
It is. He's going to be a bit closer with this one, I think.
That's a good call, Brian. I thought it was going to be a bit short, but gee whiz, he's done well.
He's still one down, though, by the looks of what Lachlan just gave Jack the call. I'll tell you what, he might be two after this one. If he gets onto this, only needs a couple of rocks. Oh, what a great bowl. Jeez, he played that well, didn't he? Eh?
Oh, yeah. And look at how happy Lachlan was.
Yeah, they're two great bowls there, aren't they?
They are. Is this a bit...
Jacob just cut his grass line slightly. That's the last bowl. He's done his job. He's had a great couple of days, and it's great to catch up with Jacob. He's a fine young man, and he said he's only... I think he's only 16 years of age too. Look at this bowl here from Jack once again.
Wow.
That's great bowling, isn't it?
What a wonderful bowl.
And we finished the same way as we started, really, Dave. Just absolutely first class. And
they're still going to have a measure.
Well, mate, yeah.
Hey?
Mate,
good on them.
This is the best part of it, mate. They're going to give nothing away.
Yes.
Give nothing away. So, yeah, it looks like it's only the two there, David. But... mate, on behalf of myself, a big thank you to you and Michael, mate, for the great job you guys have done. So it's been absolutely fantastic having you here. And
it's certainly been an enjoyable event and a great thing to be doing with yourself, Brian, and Robbie. Thanks very much for having us. You certainly looked after us well. Robbie's kept me on the straight and narrow.
He does that, mate. He tries to do that to me. He's got Buckley's. 2 chances, mate. None of Buckley's. Mate, he's excited. He's excited. You know why he's excited?
Why is that?
Lunch.
Oh, he's got his pie.
He's got pie and chips, mate.
Yeah.
Pie and chips, mate. I've never seen him look so happy about food. His favourite. And they're made in-house.
They are made in-house.
Good on you, Socks. Love seeing you there this morning, mate. It was really good to catch up with you, Robert. You look after yourself, mate, and we'll catch up with you soon too, my friend. Robert, of course, does a great job up here in the Moreton district, and we see there's still a good crowd in there. Just look at these facilities we can show our overseas viewers, Robbie. We can do a bit of a span around there and just show some of the... this is the complex at Pine Rivers, with magnificent club rooms in behind there. Absolutely incredible, isn't it, Dave?
The fit-out is just sensational.
You can see the... this is the green we're on here, and there's another green like that just behind us, and that's where the clubhouse goes all the way down there. Goes down a hell of a long way.
They got the play area for the kiddies.
Yep. And they've got poke machines down there. They've got a beautiful facilities up top, a huge auditorium. which I've been fortunate enough to go up to some of their functions a couple of times. So it's a club. If you're within the Brisbane metropolitan area and want to come and have a look at a club, it's well worth a trip to Pine Rivers. It really is a outstanding facility they have here. And this is, of course, where they have the PBL.
I had the Eggs Benedict this morning.
Yep.
$15.
Is that right? Eggs Benedict.
How good a value is that?
Mate, how good's that? But been absolutely, the food here is absolutely magnificent. It really is. We've been very well looked after, and I must thank Chairman Adrian and Steve, the CEO here, for the wonderful hospitality they've displayed to us, and particularly the juniors also too. Absolutely been fantastic.
The CEO, Steve, he just hasn't stopped the whole time we've been here.
Oh, mate, he really does a great job, mate. He's a very good operator, and of course, as you said, like he's picking up plates there one day, then picking up glasses, and he's up in his office working, and then next thing you know, he's out driving the bus. He fills in wherever he's required, and he runs a very, very good ship at the same time. So, very dedicated worker.
Very much so. Got his finger on the pulse.
He certainly has. Now, we can't do this event, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't for the sheer generosity, though, of some of our wonderful sponsors. And, of course, this event is being sponsored by J. Carroll Club Promotion, Australia's best choice for quality club diaries, scorecards, entry forms and draw sheets. And you can contact them on a phone toll-free number of 1300 886 076, or quite simply www.jcarrollclubpromotion.com.au. And any of those clubs out there that need scorecards or diaries or entry forms, get hold of J. Carroll Club Promotions. They do a superb job. And of course, Bowls Queensland, Mullins More Than Law, Queensland Government, BCIB Insurance Brokers, Asset Sports, and Innovation with Energy. They're just wonderful sponsors of our great sport. So if anybody can use those people, we would appreciate your support to them, because they support us. Now, with that, mate, what's your next move?
For me?
Yep.
I'll be heading home this afternoon, and
yep,
a little bit of catch up, and then I'm planning trips away up to Port Curtis in the next month or so.
Yep.
So that'll be exciting.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I've really enjoyed this experience here.
That's fantastic, mate.
Yeah. And I'm really looking forward to the Junior Championships in Bundaberg, state titles next in January. Should be a colossal week up there too, David, that's for sure. But one thing too is that, ladies and gentlemen, is that not only to the managers and the committee of various clubs do a great job, we must also pay a very big thank you to all of the wonderful volunteers at this club also too. It's, a lot of people have been here since early this morning. The umpires have done a superb job. You've got people putting on the urn and doing things, and just a huge thank you all round to the wonderful volunteers of not only this club but all the clubs, David. Yeah. We could not run our sport if it wasn't for the sheer gratitude that the volunteers give up hours of their time to keep our sport going. I know from my little club, Brian, that, you know, without the volunteers, yep, we'd be in a lot of hurt. Absolutely. Bowls means a lot of things to a lot of people. Well, most bowls clubs are basically a community hub, aren't they? You know, there's a lot of country towns, as you know, going into the central Queensland region, David. You know that a lot of those areas, it's the hub of the community. And this is why I say it's important to keep bowls clubs up and operational, because there's so many people, unfortunately, they use that as their form of communication in life. And some clubs have the biggest function room, yes, in the town. Yes. And that's true too, mate. And it's, sometimes it can be underutilised. Oh, there are knitting clubs in some clubs. Yep. You know, there's a wide variety of the community hub that can be used in our community clubs, and there's certainly plenty of opportunities, but they're certainly front and centre to a lot of towns. Yes. And this is where I said volunteers in every club. Absolutely, we could never repay them
for what they do. But gee whiz, they do a superb job. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Gold Coast Tweed District Media Team, we thank you for your patronage over the last 2 days. It's been an absolute superb effort in bringing you this event. And Saturday, what time start, Robbie? Saturday.
8:30 start, I believe.
8:30 start Saturday. The Junior Golden Nugget from Tweed Heads Bowls Club. What an event that's going to be.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be an absolute fantastic event. So, David, we wish you good travels, mate. Keep up the great work. Boys are doing a great job up here in Queensland. Great to have Nick Twining on board up in North Queensland. The good operator Nick. I've known Nick for a while, and looking forward to catching up with him also too. So for you and Michael, keep doing what you're doing, mate.
Thanks for having us. We've really appreciated it.
It's been an absolute pleasure, mate. So on behalf of the Gold Coast Tweed District Media Team, ably led by Mr. Robbie Allen and myself, Brian Marshall, we thank you for your patronage over the last 2 days, and we look forward to having you back on air at 8:30 on Saturday morning from Tweed Heads for the Junior Golden Nugget. From Pine Rivers, enjoy your bowls and support your club. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Lawn bowls. Wish I found it earlier. What a game.